Hi, here's Leslie Mandoki from Mandoki Soulmates, and you're watching LifeMinute TV.
Influential producer, musician, and world-renowned Hungarian singer Leslie Mandoki formed his Mandoki Soulmates band 32 years ago, alongside founding members Jethro, Tull's Ian Anderson, Cream's Jack Bruce, and guitar great Al Di Meola. Their latest masterpiece, recorded completely in analog vinyl from start to finish, is called A Memory of Our Future. And it's a handwritten love letter, a call to action, if you will, against division and for humanity, something we can all use right about now. We call it a vinyl jazzy prog rock love letter to all who appreciate truly great music in authentically beautiful vinyl form. And to make it all the more lovely, it comes complete with an actual 12-page booklet of liner notes, handwritten by Mandoki himself. This is the Life Minute with Leslie Mandoki. Thanks so much for joining us.
I thank you for having me.
Congratulations on this
Wow.
album. It's really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about it for those that don't know. What did it all mean to you and how did it come together?
How should I start? I was a little boy growing up strong behind the Iron Curtain. A Russian dictatorship had told them at school that you're never going to see London or New York or, sort of, you have to hate America. And then I had a vision with my teenage band to fuse British prog rock like Jethro Tull with American fusion jazz like Written for Forever. So as my father died on his deathbed, he said, you're going to leave and you should live your dreams and don't dream your life. And that's what became a song in this album. So it took about until I became 22 that we found the tunnel, and Gabo Chipro and myself, we just managed to escape. I was just trying to live my dreams and don't dream my life.
What would you say the concept of this new record is?
It has a message concept. That's also the reason why you have this black swan as a cover. Because we all feel that we are living in a divided world, that we are living in a labyrinth of crisis and the compass is lost. We are just in a dark tunnel and there is no lighting torch at the end of this tunnel. And record an album with is really this guiding light at the end of the tunnel. Musically, it was a great experience because first of all, it was an experiment. It was a huge challenge. We were out on the road. At the end of the show, we were singing the last song of our Utopia for Realist album. And I was saying at the end of the show, well, we're passing on the torch to the younger rebels. But then I kept on saying, wait a minute. The world turned to be a mess. We can't pass on the torch. We have to fix it first. So I kept on writing songs on the road, and one of the very special issues is that this album was not planned. It was not like we had already the advance of the record company and we have to do it right now. But we looked at our itinerary and we could locate only a very short period of time that everybody could get together here by the lake. And I said, what about to record this analog? Because the whole art and the whole creativity process is going to take place during the recording and not in a post-production. Now I'm asking you as a lady, how would you like to get a love letter? As a handwritten love letter or a text message?
Handwritten.
Okay, this is a handwritten album. So we thought, okay, and like in a handwritten letter, if in the second page you mess up something, then you have to restart the whole process. So this time I was not programming anything. So I just took the pencil, I wrote it down, the sheet music and the lyrics, and we got together, put up the red light, and played. Consequently, the whole everything sounds totally differently because we don't have this solo after solo, whatever. It's all we play together. You feel this interaction. We had really a lot of joy to record this way, analog.
How did you come up with the name Mandoki Soulmates?
I was born as Leslie Mandoki. Actually, in my original Hungarian name was Laszlo. One of my bandmates had the same name, and so we thought, okay, one of us is going to change it to English version. So that's how I became Leslie. But Mandoki is the way I was born, so this is my original name. But Soulmates, it was not my idea. It was a funny situation. The band always been called just Mandoki, like Santana or Bon Jovi. But as well about the third album, I had approximately 9 titles for the album on a piece of paper, and I was visiting my dear friend Al Di Meola. Which of these 8 or 9 titles would you prefer? Because I can't decide. I think I like all of them. And he said, you know what, I have a better one. What about we call ourselves Soulmates? Because that's what we are, we are truly soulmates. Actually, we left this Mandoki because everything in our catalog is running on the Mandoki Soulmates. Like most of my songs are not written by me. I just wrote them down. Life gave me the privilege to be a songwriter.
Can't believe that Ian Anderson, for example, like he was your idol. Now you're playing with him. You did this record. How did you even like get in touch with him?
And he loved my songs, my writing, my playing, and so he just joined the band. And this happened with all the others. Actually, when you see on the YouTube our Tony Prescott, there was a making of, and Ian Anderson is telling the story. So from his point of view, so I only can recommend check that out because it's wonderful to hear.
And then you're a producer too. Tell us about your producing career too. You produce for a lot of heavy hitters: No Angels, Lionel Richie, Phil Collins.
To become a producer was kind of the most organic, natural growing thing in life, because I think Ian Anderson is perfectly right that you should be a great musician, as he's saying, to be a great producer, to have this understanding for how we work in a studio, what is the atmosphere. And I was spending my lifetime in the studios, and until about 40 years ago, I was building one of the biggest studios in mainland Europe. And I became a father. I didn't want to move back and forth in the States and England and Germany. Actually, in the first year as I established my studio here by the lake, I mean, I show you. You see the lake?
Wow, it's so beautiful.
And we are canoeing here with all the stars. I'm very happy about all these wonderful, great artists giving me the privilege and honor to trust me. And what I'm trying to give is artistical and technical added values. So I'm a kind of American type of producer. Most of the mainland European producers have a certain sound, like especially Swedish producers or German producers. I'm not that kind. I'm rather like in the school of my dear friend Chris Jones, that I'm trying to create with certain artists and artistical added value.
And you're touring?
Yeah, of course, we're touring a lot, and actually this time we're gonna play a couple of big summer festivals in Europe, and there's always a big fun on that.
What will fans get when they see you play live?
They get the best concert experience. No show, no big lighting things. We just play, and we play 4.5 hours.
What does music do for people?
Create peace and understanding and mutual values, builds bridges. Music is the greatest unifier. I think it's time to say again, let's make music and not war.
To hear more of this interview, visit our podcast, LifeMinute TV, on iTunes and all streaming podcast platforms.